Hello and welcome to Some Dude Shed. Hello and welcome to Some Dude Shed. Today we will be taking a look at what has been covering our museums in delightful musings. I can't keep this up, guys.
Hello, Mr. Red. Hello.
Hello, good fellows.
Well, anyway, I'm joined by Mr. Red and Mr. Black. My name is Mr. Grey. We're going to be looking at art, or so-called art. Somebody thought it would be a good idea for us to take a look at modern art for some reason, and I'm dreading this. I don't know what's coming.
What do you mean?
I just hope our new subscriber. Yes,
Modern art is just.
We have a new subscriber. Yes, it's one point that out, and I hope he enjoys, or
New
she
subscriber.
enjoys, whoever it is.
They. So what's modern art can be just as good as what do you call old art? Just old art, period piece.
Just art.
Just art.
Just art. Yeah.
And this slideshow will prove it.
Well,
I'm willing to be convinced.
So you're going in with a negative view already?
Well, we'll see. So,
starting off,
yes,
we can see how complex modern art can be.
So is this art or is it not art?
Well, to the layperson, obviously these people this fella here is even taking a photo of it because he's that impressed. To the layperson, you could confuse just a pair of glasses lying on the ground as a modern art piece. If only an artist was standing there nearby to tell him that's not art, that's just a pair of glasses lying on the ground.
That's the thing.
But to the untrained eye, they just thought it was art.
Yes, but what is art?
I always think art is it would have three things to it. Either it takes talent to make, or it's there to look nice, or
I think the easiest way to sum it up actually is time and skill.
That's exactly it. Yes, if it took a lot of effort, if it took a lot of time, and if it looks nice, and if it's been made to please, maybe.
Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? Like, for example, take a Whopper from Burger King. To one person that might be like a piece of disgusting junk food, but then to another person that might be a work of art. Oh my god,
it's not,
get that in me right now.
It's a burger, though.
Yeah, well, not just well.
Okay, so these glasses they're not art.
No,
but you wouldn't know.
But again, to the layperson, could be.
No, this drew a crowd because somebody left them there. But then again, maybe it belongs there. We haven't seen the other art pieces that are in this exhibit so far. I don't see anything else in this exhibit.
To be fair, they are quite nice glasses.
And Le Misplaced Spectacle is just not actually the name of it. It is just some guy's specs.
If Neo had to wear regular glasses, I think he would wear these.
Yeah,
I actually like to imagine it's just the guy taking the photograph. He just he wants to photograph his own glasses because he's like, these are fucking amazing.
Possibly.
Anyway, moving on.
Yep.
Oh, I think I've heard of this one. This is a room with a light, and the light turns on, and then it turns off.
Yep, every 5 seconds.
And then it repeats.
It goes off and on every 5 seconds.
Does this demonstrate the night and day cycle?
And it's called work number 227. I can't remember who it's from because it's one of those complicated. Well, not complicated. It's
not complicated at all. There's a light that turns on and off.
It's like an Italian name.
What are the numbers? What do they mean? Is there a secret code there?
It's the 227th piece of masterpiece that this person's come up with.
Oh, one has to wonder, right? You see the way there's the doorway at the far end of the hall of the room. There's a little plaque next to it. Is the plaque telling you about the artwork, or is the plaque part of the artwork?
I think it's the fire procedure plaque.
Right.
So they weren't allowed to get rid of that for the exhibit. Or maybe it is information about the thing, but more importantly, what does this make you feel?
Emptiness inside.
When the light's off?
I reckon it'll probably make you feel emptiness. We're going to get that feeling quite a lot in this.
Yes.
This
light on or off, that will be empty, and I think it will be a recurring theme in the.
Well, to be fair,
it's a recurring theme in that room because it happens forever.
To be fair, I mean, there's nothing in the room, so maybe that's why it makes you feel empty. But it's art, so it must be good.
Moving on.
Oh yes.
Yoko Ono.
Yes,
she's the woman that's famous for breaking up the Beatles, right?
Exactly. She allegedly, but she set up an exhibit. The exhibit's called To the Light, and it's meant to be like a representation of her career. Basically.
It looks like 3 piles of dirt.
Well, that's because it is.
I see.
Is the first pile of dirt her own music career? The second pile of dirt her relationship with John Lennon, and the third pilot art, this exhibition?
Well, as you can see, the middle one is lit up. The left and the right ones are not lit up. I think the first one is her birth. The middle one is her shining career, and the last one is her death, basically. That's what I think.
Do you think when they disassemble this amazing artwork and they want to put it somewhere else, do you think they just put it all into one big bag, or do you think they lift them up individually?
Probably lift them up individually, but I think it would be really funny if weeds started actually growing on dirt.
No, I like to think if you go and try to pick it up, it's one big plastic shell, so it's not even real dirt. It's just like big plastic.
No,
you know what I mean?
I think that's real dirt. Oh, that's hyper realistic plastic.
No, she went and took 3 big massive shits, and that's what you got.
She's got to go to a doctor.
Well, yeah, that's like dinosaur levels of shit, right there.
That's one big pile of shit. 3 big piles of shit. She's loving it anyway in the picture.
I don't think that's not Yoko Ono, is it?
No,
it's not an Asian woman.
No, she's not old enough, surely.
No, Yoko's Japanese, pretty sure.
Yoko Ono's Japanese.
I'm at the moment. I am far away from the presentation. I can't tell.
He's colorblind too.
Yes.
It's a low res photo. The photo's no, but it's the best one I could find. So there you go.
Moving on.
Maurizio Catalan's Comedian. Now this piece of art went on sale for $12,000.
$120,000.
$120,000.
It's a banana taped to the wall.
Is it about?
Yep.
Is it an expression about how the beauty of nature is being strangled by our modern plastics?
No, it's a banana taped to the wall.
Yes, that's what I thought too, actually.
Apparently, this was done as like irony.
So hold on, wait a moment. Is this a real banana?
Yes, it's a real banana duct taped to a wall.
$120,000 for a real banana.
Yes.
That's just going to rot away.
That's the irony, according to Maurizio Catalan.
Oh, I thought the irony would be you could literally stick a fucking banana to the wall and be considered art.
Yeah,
that's
that too.
So when somebody buys this, do they like unstick the banana, or do they have to take the whole wall with them?
I don't think anyone bought it.
Well, I said it was $120,000 at the bottom there.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't. I don't know if it was sold for $120,000. I just know that that was the price that was on it.
That's the price tag. Wow.
Yep.
Well, if we're talking about bananas stuck to the wall, got a kind of a funny story. Way back when I was at school, there was some tall kids had a banana, and they kind of jumped up the wall, jumped onto a bench, and climbed up a brick wall, and stuck a banana to the brick wall. So it was just smushed into the brick. And this was when I was in first year at school. And when I left school, there was still a little black stain on the wall where the banana was stuck. They never climbed up to pull the banana down from the wall. It was there permanently.
A permanent fixture.
It was the banana was a permanent fixture to the wall. Which is a shame. They probably could have taken the bricks off and sold it for $1 million. Judging by this.
Well, there you go. That's what this piece of art did. It made you reflect back on your childhood memories.
They just put it up there for a laugh, though.
Well,
and every time they walk past the banana, they saw a little black shriveled up thing stuck to the wall, and they just looked at it. The banana. That's the story of the banana on the wall.
There you go.
The banana on the wall. It has a more interesting story than this.
Yes.
Anyway, continuing on.
Is that?
It's blank canvases, so you can fill your imagination with.
It's white on white. Wow.
Yeah, it's just one giant canvas, but with 3 mini canvases in the middle, so you can fill your imagination.
It's incredible that a woman looking at it. Do you think she paid admission to see that?
Probably.
Which is probably really high as well.
I
you see her own things on those canvases.
I can't imagine that would help. It's just white squares on a white wall as well. I suppose they're slightly off-white, aren't they? Because most people wouldn't be able to see them.
I couldn't even find what this was called. I was just Google searching modern art, and this came up. Clicked into the web page, and this wasn't even on the web page anymore, so it must have been like an old archive link that's coming up. It wasn't on my actual web page, but it was still appearing in Google search engine.
You seem annoyed.
Yes.
Are you annoyed at this?
Wouldn't you be?
It makes me
I'm annoyed in this woman's behalf. She paid admission for this.
I'm not annoyed. I pity her for paying admission.
It's as well. I mean, she's in a museum, and that other picture the other picture in the picture,
the black square.
The black square. That's no better. She's got an entire building of this crap to walk through.
Like, well, it makes you angry, but it fills me full of hope. It makes me think to myself, I could do that. I could do that.
Okay.
You'd want to do that. You don't want to feel like people think you have a modicum skill instead.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. So somebody else had the idea just to make the entire canvas blue instead.
Goodness me. It looks like a table tennis table on its side.
But that's some nice blue.
Yeah, that actually it does. Yeah.
It is a nice colour of blue, but that's all it is.
She's loving it.
We have a price tag on this for $43.84 million for this 2 blue squares separated by a white line.
That's a lot of money laundering right there.
It's an awful lot of money. That's so much money for rubbish. And like you said, it's a nice blue, but you can paint a wall blue in your house, and it won't cost you very much.
I just love the way there's a bench in front of it, so you can sit and experience it for hours.
Yeah, get lost in the painting.
Just stare at it.
I read up on this painting actually. Apparently, it's meant to evoke a sense of loneliness and darkness.
The person on the bench there seems pretty lonely.
She's sitting there going, "Why did I pay admission fee for this?" I think that's actually the most expensive piece ever sold, isn't it? Like at auction?
Nope.
No?
No, we've got that coming up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we've got the most expensive piece of modern art, or contemporary art, or crap, as I like to call it.
So you're telling me you wouldn't buy that?
I would not buy that, no. I mean, like, make good wrapping paper.
I wonder how many of these artists go on about saving children from starving children.
Barnett would
none of them probably
not appreciate that comment.
I'm sure there's some.
Well, don't tell me you like it.
I would like it for free.
If somebody was giving that to me for free and it was worth 43 million, I would accept it and then sell it.
Yes.
But then it wouldn't be worth that much if you got it for free. You know what I mean?
And,
well, apparently it's worth that much with the museum just sitting on it.
If I stole it for free, fair enough.
So yep, evolving along the canvas line. This person just couldn't decide on one colour, so they just sprinkled all of the colours on there.
So this is the imaginatively titled Number 5 by Jackson Pollock.
Number 5.
Jackson Pollock is very famous for this kind of stuff. It's literally just splatters of paint on a canvas.
It's like two people had a fight with some ketchup and mustard. That's what it looks
like.
Yeah,
basically, I can see the mustard stains on it. I can see that.
And it's like a school cafeteria table because it's so degraded looking.
But look beyond the ketchup and mustard. What do you see?
More paint. It's just splatters.
An empty bank account.
161 million?
161 million. Well, rounded up 162 million.
It was sold for that much?
Yes. That's how much it was sold for. Somebody paid $161.7 million.
So you're saying somebody laundered £161.7 million?
Yes.
Dollars?
I mean, we don't know how big it is, to be fair. I mean, this could be... We also don't know which way up it's supposed to go. But that could be like 10 feet tall.
I'm just wondering what kind of tax was levied on that on top? On a commission?
I suppose if you buy it for a museum, it's technically a charitable donation, so it's not taxed as much.
Yes, but it was sold for 161.
Yeah.
So I assume it was sold at an auction.
It's just crazy why that gets so much money.
Money laundering.
Yeah.
It's a good way to clean those dirty monies. And here's a person that just got sick of the canvas, so they stuck their head through it several times.
I see. So, is that a real person, or is that part of the?
No, that's a real person. I couldn't actually find the name of this piece or where it's even exhibited, but sadly you can't really see in this photo. But on top of these light stands, there's toilet brushes.
Toilet brushes
put into where the lights would be.
Okay, genius. Why?
I don't know.
Because it all takes place in a toilet, doesn't it?
Well, that's not a toilet hole. That's just a hole in.
But where do you usually find a glory hole?
Oh yes,
in the toilet. See,
is that actually what it's called, or?
No, I couldn't figure out. I'd have seen it on the Google Images, and I couldn't figure out where it was or who it belonged to.
Is that actually what it's called, though? Overused glory hole?
No, I just called
it.
I just called it that.
Oh, right. Oh.
So yes, actually, overused glory hole, and then actually the toilet brush thing just reinforces the overused glory hole. You're right. That's a glory hole, and
there you go.
Is there anything else you can tell us about this?
Well, the crosses, what
crap.
You'll find them in the toilet, unless it's like a church toilet.
Crosses on the floor. Oh, I thought that's just what the stands for the things look like.
No, those are deliberately crucifixes.
Oh, okay.
Really, I thought they were just like Kia lights or something.
No, they're deliberate crucifixes. But I mean, is it like maybe it's a demonic glory hole, and that's to keep the demon inside of it? All the crucifixes.
Well, possibly. Well, what are the toilet brushes for then?
in case you dirty your
There's nothing worse than going to a glory hole and somebody sticks something through the other side that you didn't want.
Just push it back there with a brush.
Beat it back, yeah.
All right, we're lingering too much here. Let's get this done. Oh, jeez.
Is that a real? It's gold plated.
That's not.
Yes.
Oh no!
It's gold plated. So does that mean there's an actual turd inside them?
There is actually a turd inside this. Terence Coe laid his artwork
Terence,
and then
fuck you doing?
wrapped it in gold foil and then sold it for $500,000. Would you wrap your own poo in foil for $500,000?
You can't polish a turd, but you can wrap it in foil.
Would you not?
Yeah, I would. If I knew somebody was going to buy it for that much money, I would totally do it.
Is there something special about the turd? Like,
Wrapped
did he
in-
eat something?
It's wrapped in gold.
Yeah, but did he
He's literally the golden goose.
It's his. It's Terence Coe's. Don't you know? It's his. It's Terence Coe, man. The man himself. Terence Coe.
Who?
I don't know who Terence Coe is, but he wrapped his poo and he sold it for a lot of money. I don't know.
Does the coaster come with it?
I don't know if we got this slide in here, but there's someone else who sold poo in a can for a lot of money as well, and the can just says artist's poo, and I don't know.
Well, that's just the next level up from selling farts in a jar.
It is, yeah, selling actual shit.
We don't want to be giving people ideas here, guys.
Well,
Well,
if
I think it's
if everybody does it, it's not worth anything. So yes, go ahead, everybody.
There's
Sell
the
your
gold-
poo. Show that anyone can do this.
You'll disrupt the golden turd economy.
Make your parents proud. So,
I'm sure there's people on OnlyFans getting ready to do it right now.
Like most people, if they do poo and they're proud of it, they take a photo of it and send it to their mates. He's like, "Nah, I'm going to cross this."
they could also send it off to ratemypoo.com.
This would be number 10.
Yeah.
Or number 1.
Moving on.
This is grossing me out. Let's go.
Please. Oh god, it's bricks on the floor.
They are very neatly stacked, I must say.
Yeah.
Equivalent. What? Don't know my numerals.
It's equivalent 8. By Carl Andre.
$6,000. Do you know what kind of bricks these are?
Rectangles.
Yeah, but what kind of stone is it?
Nope, no idea.
Marble?
It says they're fire
Oh.
bricks. Yeah. This one, this is from the Tate Gallery in London. And I've got their write-up about it, so I can make it sound special.
Nice.
So each of Andre's equivalent series consists of a rectangular arrangement of 120 fire bricks. Although the shape of each sculpture is different, they all have the same height, mass, and volume, and are therefore equivalent to each other. Andre's sculptures are often assembled using common industrial materials, which he arranges into a simple geometric pattern. His sculptures are always placed on the floor rather than on plinths. Not simply objects to look at, they become part of the environment, altering the viewer's relationship to the surrounding space. It's a pile of bricks on the floor. One has to wonder, right? If you were to take one of those bricks and move it on top of another brick, is that technically vandalism, or are you creating a more interesting piece of art?
I think you're just merely adding to the piece.
You're just adding to it. Oh, no, not that I want to call people to commit crimes, but if you happen to be in the Tate Gallery in London, don't do that.
I would have thought the purpose of those bricks was to pick one up and repeatedly smash yourself over the head with it until you're in a concussed state, so you can actually appreciate the rest of the art in the exhibit. That's what I would have thought.
As if everything's blurry, maybe it makes sense.
Good job, Carl.
Moving on.
I was just thinking of if there was ever a riot. They've got a supply of bricks there.
It's true. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Right. Okay, there's this museum of non-visible art, which is not a con.
Bollocks.
Those are some. There's some
art,
sweet
art's
frames.
Fucking...
Look at them frames.
Yeah, that's apparently they sold a piece called Fresh Air for $10,000. Now, if that's not a money laundering scandal, I don't know what is, because
there's nothing there.
It's the Emperor's New Portrait, isn't it? Really?
Like, I mean, you have these NFTs people are buying in crypto, and that's
NFTs are kind of a load of rubbish. But this is literally spending $10,000. Here's $10,000, and then you say, "Oh, here you go, Mr. Gray. Here's your thing." And I pretend to pick it up and put it in a bag. And
well, hold on, mate. You're telling me you don't even get the frame?
What does fresh air look like or not
frame would
look
be
like?
extra. What does it look like while it's invisible?
What do you mean? So yeah, like so as Mr. Rev was saying, it doesn't come with a frame or nothing. An
No.
empty frame.
Nope.
It was just nothing.
It was just nothing. I mean, it didn't even give you it in a balloon or something.
But you get it literally see that door in the middle?
See,
Fresh air outside that door.
That would have been worth more than an NFT if you had got the frame.
Yeah. Frame is actually, I mean, like you could put something interesting in the frame.
Wait, hold on, man. There's already something in the frame, apparently.
The thing is, what the artwork here is it the fact that they called nothing art? Is that the artwork? Or is the artwork the nothing that's there?
I think the art is making money from literally nothing.
Yes.
I think that's the art.
That seems to be.
It's like the next level of doing nothing. Like, there's artists out there who do nothing by just having canvases, but they have to actually go out and buy the canvas. Whereas they've taken it to the next level where they just don't do anything.
The thing is, I don't even know if an artist was involved here. All I know is this came from the Museum of Non-Visible Art.
I need to look this museum up.
So
I might enjoy it.
you might enjoy. Oh dear.
Do you think
Moving
the-
on, please, for the love of God.
Do you think the Invisible Man enjoys visiting this art
Yeah,
exhibition?
he probably finds it quite offensive.
We're here.
A lot of cultural appropriation going on there.
He's got his own turd there. You can't even see it though.
That's the great thing about being the Invisible Man. You just let it go wherever.
Where is this museum?
It's in America somewhere.
Right.
Can't remember.
Well,
something ending in A.
What the fuck's this?
That's an installation by Mirsad Begic. I don't know how to say his name.
It looks like a room out of Dead Space.
Yeah, that's a room in a castle.
it's like a room full of shit.
So he's ruining the castle right now?
Yeah, it's a room in a Eastern European castle that has been given up to him for him to put whatever artistic display he wants in there. He's a well-known sculptor.
Rent free?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I mean, you can't charge him. He's an artist.
He's an artiste.
Yeah, I mean, that would make it negative in value if you had to charge him.
Is he in the process of making this art, or is it already done?
No, that's it done. Well, that's him on the right. That's him adjusting it, making sure it looks just right. And the one on the left, that's it in its ideal state. That's how he wanted it to be. It's literally a load of rubbish, really.
I'm trying to make out what anything is on it, but
I can't. Yeah,
I think I can work out logs. There's logs and dirt.
It's confusion. Is that what it's meant to be? It's like confusion, the art piece.
There's a big plastic sheet in the background that looks like it's had poo smeared all over it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of poo in this slideshow.
you gotta be
Is it actual poo?
It could be. I don't know. I haven't smelt it.
you gotta be careful of a guy who's able to put plastic sheets on walls that cleanly and evenly.
Yeah.
If anyone ever invites you into a room that's got plastic sheets all over it,
Be worried.
I just wouldn't get out of the room as soon as possible.
You've watched too many murder mysteries.
You have
Mr.
to because
Red.
you get shit everywhere.
I wonder if he had like explosive diarrhea and lined up each one of those 4 shots. Stood 5 feet away, bent over, and just sort of forced it out.
My brain's trying to work out what this is.
It's exactly what you think it is.
Crap. Moving on.
Yes, moving on.
Yeah, so this is whatever that guy's name is. Dazzling. What is it?
Felice Farini Dizzing. Felice Farini.
Felice Varini, Dazzling Rings on
Carcassonne Castle.
So, yes, that is actually yellow metallic strips.
Oh, they're metallic strips.
Yes, and they're actually on the castle. This created a bit of an outrage with the locals, as you can imagine.
So that's actually on. It's not like it just drawn over an actual photo. It's actually done.
Yeah, it's actually done. Yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to lie. That one's actually a little cool.
But could he not have done that on something less historic? Like,
Yeah, a lot
actually, like that looks nice on its own, the castle.
A lot of people were pissed off that they're basically put metallic strips all over the castle. I wonder if, it damaged taking them off.
I'm sure they're temporary.
But
I hope they're temporary.
in fairness, it is quite impressive getting that all lined up properly. But why?
Look at the ones way at the back. Those big yellow panels must be massive.
He goes to pull it off, and some of the tiles that start coming off the roof.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goodness me. Right, actually, you know what? I'm not going to lie. That one's kind of cool. And it's also one that you can't really sell because it's stuck to a massive castle.
I think I hate it more because he picked yellow. Like, maybe a different color would have been nicer.
Or blue.
Yeah, or just
Well,
something.
the yellow
yeah.
would have stood out from the ground and the sky.
If it's like so like harsh on the eyes to look at,
I think it's the idea, so you can look. It stands right out.
give you a headache.
Oh, moving on.
Ah, yes.
Cleaner throws out rubbish.
So some people just don't seem to understand what modern art is called.
What an uneducated.
So they threw out some art worth £8,200.
What bit of it's the artwork?
All of it.
Oh, the wooden panels.
All of it.
You mean
the wooden panels with the bits of paper on them?
Yes.
That's the art? Oh, I thought it was like something being built.
And it didn't actually specify what part. So the actual art was thrown out, but there's 2 pieces thrown away.
I'm going to guess it's probably the paper that's just sitting around on it.
Maybe it was a newspaper or something, and they thought somebody's just left their newspaper behind. Bin time. It's not the first time this has happened.
I guess that, yeah, dear oh dear.
So yes, that's literally just a table covered in alcohol bottles and ashtrays and just crap. And a busboy came along and binned it all.
Good. It needs to be binned. That looks like rubbish to me. Reminds me of that Tracy Emin's bed. She made a mess of a bed and she put it in an art gallery and called it art. That's the same thing. It's just made a mess of a table, put it in an art gallery and called it art. Do you think he put effort into that? Do you think that's a deliberate mess, or do you think he literally just picked it out of his living room?
He might have just picked it out of his living room, maybe. The gallery was able to recreate it though, no problem. As you can see at the bottom.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Going by that, I should turn my bedroom into a gallery. Come on in.
Is it messy enough?
Oh, well, not so much anymore. I tidied it up.
I see you've Petersoned your room.
Yeah, I should have taken a photo. Well,
sad times. Again, not the second time it's happened.
Metzger's recreation of first public demonstration of auto-destructive art.
Yeah, so you know the bin bag at the end?
Yes.
Yeah, the cleaner came along, picked it up and threw it in the bin.
But that is a bin.
It's a bag of rubbish that was part of Tate Britain work has been accidentally thrown away by a cleaner. Incredible.
Replaced with a new bag. I'm pretty sure art is irreplaceable. Is that not? Valuable art is irreplaceable. But you replace it with a new bag, so...
He probably just got the phone call. Someone threw away your bin bag. Part of your exhibit. And he's like, I'll be down right away. I'll get that fixed. And put down the phone.
Filled up another bin bag.
Went to his bin, lifted the bin bag out and headed on down to the museum.
The gallery would not reveal whether he would be compensated. Pay me back for this rubbish. My rubbish bin that was thrown out.
Right. So there's one thing I want to ask you is while you're looking through you were trolling the internet for some modern art pieces. At any point, did it ever just depress you just how not great the pieces are? Or just how much these things are worth?
Basically, yes. An awful lot of them. I was very annoyed at how simplistic they were.
I think
it's a blank canvas with a line painted down it. They're so boring. There's not even any point in discussing it in the podcast.
I think if you go in already depressed, it really helps. It really does help. If you have no soul to burn, it really helps.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, it brought me down a bit too. Just thinking, wow, that thing's worth that much, really?
But this next one, it's going to cheer us all up, isn't it?
No.
Oh, no.
Bing was worried about me.
Bing
was worried about me.
Bing?
Bing knew I had been looking up art on Google. And I was trying to find one of these BBC articles, and I just copy and pasted it into the URL bar, so it went back to the default browser, or the default search engine of the browser, which was Bing, and Bing was worried.
Bing was worried.
It knew I'd been looking up modern art.
Oh, dear.
Oh no. So here's some
2004, a bag of paper and cardboard by a German artist, Gustav Metzger, was also thrown out while on display in Tate.
So I copy and pasted that into the URL bar. The URL bar.
Bing is like, you need help.
I copy and pasted that into the URL bar, and this is what Bing brought up to me. A helpline for people contemplating suicide.
Wow. Well,
what part of that sentence did make Bing think, okay, this guy needs help? We need to intervene. German artist? Was that it?
Gustav Metzger, probably. Or maybe Tate Britain.
Or just bag
Anyone
of
who
paper.
goes to Tate Britain just comes out.
Just bag of paper. The most boring 3 words put together ever. Bag of paper.
Tate Britain, probably. You come out of Tate Britain and just you feel like doing the ultimate life hack.
Bing is known for giving really mental results, isn't it? Like, it's sort of memed on a lot for having a lot of
Well, if anything, this just shows that Bing cares.
Bing cares.
You're looking up modern art.
I think we all want to say a
Can you help?
big thank you to Microsoft.
Does Google not tell you the phone for help? No.
Well, it wasn't telling me to phone for help when I was looking up modern art. Bing did. Bing cares.
Exactly. Is that the last slide?
Yes.
Wow, that's a work of art in itself.
I couldn't believe that came up. I really couldn't.
So this isn't just a picture somebody else take. You actually got this yourself?
Yes, this is literally the above quote is what I copy and pasted into the URL bar of Edge, and this is what Bing
I think by the
presented
fact
to
that,
me.
I think by the fact that there's so few results that we can tell this is genuine, it must be.
You should take a picture of this, and this is your art piece. You can call this the
Modern art is a spiraling depression. Seek help now.
Just give it a number. That's what most of the other artists do these days.
378.
you can call it contemporary depression. That's what you can call it.
Search 378 by Mr. Red.
Brilliant. That's amazing. That's the best one. That's the best one.
So
Put a price on it and sell it.
I'm not going to lie, I'm impressed.
That's really good.
If anyone would like to buy the rights to 378, contact me at Some Dude Shed. If you would like it as an NFT, that can be arranged too.
This was a wonderful journey through the world of modern art, and I am very glad it's come to an end.
Well, it was fun while it lasted.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.